Seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright.
Hi guys, welcome, karibuni sana, welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed, consider subscribing, hit that notification bell, like this video, share this video so I can keep you on the know. So guys, today we are going to be doing this cute, very cute mature look. We'll see it at the end. And as I promised you guys, I'll be documenting my life here as we do these makeup looks, as we learn and grow together. So this is the first episode of my live chronicles. Let us call it that. The first episode of my life story. So guys, I'm a Kenyan by nationality. I was born in Laikipia County, and then later we moved to Kiambu County, at a place called Ruiru. That is where I basically grew up for most of my life. That is where I went to school. That is where I studied. And it was not easy, but anyway, we grew up. So I'll start from when I started schooling. After we moved from Laikipia County, we went and started living in a place called in Kangemi. I can't really remember the exact place, but it was a ghetto-ish place, so that is where I started schooling, because I can remember that is where I joined baby class. Back then we had baby class. So there was a school there that was run by missionaries, and guys, it had a totally crazy name. Right now is when I look at it and I'm like, oh God, those white people, oh my God. Anyway, the school was called Spring Chicken. Yes, you heard me right. The school was Spring Chicken. I don't understand. Yani a spring where chicken come from. So basically we were the chicken, but we never understood. We just went to school because it was a missionary school. It wasn't such a nice school, so we basically survived. I was really young. I don't think I had turned 4 by then, but we studied there for a while. Then my mom got a job in Ruiru. That is when we moved from Kangemi to Ruiru. And that is where I basically grew up. That is where I studied. So my mom got a job in quite a good school, because it's a good school. It was a private school, and obviously, if someone gets a job in a school environment, the person gets an opportunity to have her children in that school. So we went to that school and started learning there. The funny thing, I never understood why kids used to laugh when we told them that our previous school was Spring Chicken. I never understood what was funny, but later I came to realize, oh, so the name was funny anyway. It never bothered me. So we went there, and life was basically normal, maybe. We are a family of 4 kids. I'm the third born, so by that time it was my sister, my brother, and I, and then my mother. The first few months weren't that bad, and we survived. We went to school. Life started becoming good because now my mother was employed. Life wasn't as hard. So after some few months, I don't remember how many months, that is when I can call it a nightmare. That is when the nightmare began. That is when hell broke loose. After a few months of us living there and studying in that school, my mother met the love of her life. So they used to work in the same place, but the guy used to work at night and my mother would work during the day. So the first time I met him, he came to our house where we used to live. We used to live in a single room. So he came there, and he was never... So actually what I can really remember about meeting him is that I just saw him in our house, and he was not that welcoming. I don't know how to put it. He was just cold, and he never basically really talked to us. And as kids, you just leave it. Then you just leave how the situation is. You just maneuver. So the first few, let's say, weeks, it was just silent and everything. Because I remember the first conversation, not a conversation really, it was like the first time he talked to us. It was this one time, me and my siblings, we were just sitting. You know how these single rooms are separated with the curtains, then there is that bed area, then there is the sitting area. So we were sitting there just talking. It was during daytime. I guess it was on a weekend because we had no school, but my mom was working. So he was sleeping, and as we were just there talking and having fun. So I don't remember whether it's my sister or my brother who one of them wanted to talk about the guy, and he didn't know how to like address him. This person is a stranger. You have not been told, oh, this is this person, you should address him like this. It was just... So I remember my sister, either my sister or my brother, just said he was talking something about him, and then he said that person. So the guy, I don't think he was really asleep. He had my sister, I guess, address him as that person who comes here and then blah blah blah. I guess he was really angry about that, and all I remember is him peeping through the curtain, and he was really angry. His eyes were red, and he was really, really, really angry. I had never seen someone so angry like that. So then he said, if you don't know how to address me, just address me by my name. Then he told us his name, and that was it. That was the first interaction we had with him. So that being the first interaction, you obviously know as kids there is a lot that person has shown you the cold side of himself, so you will be really scared to address him, or to maybe even have a conversation with him. So from that point, I'll talk about myself personally. I started this fear. I started fearing him, and I would always see him, and I would never be able to address him, and I anytime I saw him, I would keep quiet. So it went on for a while. It was just some really weird situations. We never had time to sit down as a family and have a meal or anything. It was like anytime he'd come to the house, we had to leave. Or maybe this if our mom was there, I don't remember, but okay, most of the time he wasn't present during the night. So we used to go into the house mostly during the night, because the whole day he was in the house. So you would just go out and play the whole day, and then maybe come back later. So life wasn't getting any better. Life was getting harder, and things were getting out of hand. We started lacking meals and everything, but we survived. After a while, my mom got an accident. She slipped while working in the school. So due to that, she started having problems. She could not go to work. This is after maybe an year or two of her working in that school. So after her problems with her back and everything, the school management decided to let her go. Meaning we had to go. We had to be changed school. My mom had to look for other ways to take care of us, because she was still our sole breadwinner up to that point, and we were still living with this man in the house, but he was very unbothered. He was never concerned. So my mom was everything, and all that kind of stuff. So we really survived. My mom left the job, and that is where life really became hard for us. We had to be changed from that private school to a public school. It was hard to get a meal, because I remember we used to have one meal a day. We used to have supper only, and then we would skip breakfast, lunch, and then we would then have the next dinner. So life wasn't as pleasant or anything. It wasn't getting harder. Things were getting really, really, really hard. So at this point, we had no choice but to move. So we would survive the whole day, like we would move on the whole day without eating, without anything, and we never saw a problem. So my mom took a while before she was back to her normal self. That is when she started doing odd jobs like cleaning, doing laundry for people and stuff like that. You can imagine raising 3 kids with such a job, and you are paying rent and everything is on you. So life was never that soft. But the good thing about it, we were all very bright at school. So we used to get advantages of bursaries and things like that. Sometimes our teachers would give us books, pens. So life was basically like that for a very, very long time. So fast forward to 2004. My mom had our step brother. That is the last born in our family. So I really did. I was young. I was quite young, so actually I didn't know that she was expectant. But I got to know about him the day he came from the hospital. That's when I came to realize that we had a small brother, a younger brother. So that was quite it. Until then, life did not change as much. It changed, but not for the better. And meet me on the next episode as we continue these episodes. Thank you very much for watching. Keep it
Falling, I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day.